Adrian, I've just been out on the track, a cold night, a training session with Parkrun and Beyond. So can you tell me a little bit about the philosophy and practice of Parkrun and Beyond?
Yeah, so basically we aim to just provide training sessions for all abilities, but with quite a heavy technical focus. So we don't really want people to just turn up and run, because that's what people do already. It's more to do with getting them to think about things they might not have thought about before, like cadence and breathing and technique, pacing, things like that. And rather than being a club, we just want the sessions to be open to everybody, so no politics, no bureaucracy, just turn up, train. If you enjoy it, come again, train some more. That's basically our...
And you began the session with talk about bloods, etc. So you're going into the dynamics of the whole sport as well.
Yeah, there's a reasonably heavy technical focus, as technical as we can make it without it just becoming too technical, if you like. But if people have a bit of an understanding of what's going on underneath the bonnet, then it's a bit better for them to train, a bit more interesting. Just adds a little bit something to the session rather than just running. And
do you think you're doing one session as Parkrun and Beyond? Is that right? Would you?
Yeah, at the moment it's one session.
Yeah.
On Wednesdays 7 till 8:30. Okay. But we are thinking of introducing a beginner session possibly on a Monday, and that would probably be also at Mark Hall, but perhaps in a badminton court, something like that. And that would be very much for beginner runners, probably not quite at the level to run on the track, but kind of people who like the idea of running but just don't really know how to start or think it's maybe a bit beyond them.
Because it's important to stress tonight's session, as you said, there's people doing 35 minutes for 10k. There's women runners. Sharon's just off camera here, who's just done 3:9 for a marathon at the weekend. But you want anybody confident enough, or just come down and have a go.
Yeah. So we've coached people who were 45, 50 minutes for a park run. And lots and lots of people who might be 30 minutes for a park run or 28 minutes for a park run, things like that. But we also go right down to people that, 17 minutes for a park run or faster. We definitely think we can improve most people, regardless of ability. And that's been the case for the last couple of years.
Because somebody who was just in front of me in a park run a couple of years ago, Martin Elvin, he seems to be a long, long way away from me. And he puts it down to a lot of your sessions.
Yep, Martin's definitely one of the nice success stories. Turns up regularly, which is all you really need to do. You're not going to improve super fast. You just want to improve a little bit at a time, but every time, And Martin has put in a lot of work with every aspect of it. Really, he's quite a thoughtful runner, which always helps. And that's our philosophy. We always say to people, you want to just do a little bit more than you did before. The optimum amount is the least amount possible that's more than you did before, because your body isn't going to improve dramatically because you beast it. You need to coax it into improvement. So we're all about that kind of thing, really, just trying to get people to make 1,000 tiny improvements rather than a few huge improvements, because that just doesn't happen.
And finally, you are a group, aren't you? There's not a club, but people are running as Parkrun and Beyond,
Yeah, so technically we're a running group, but we're not a running club, and we're open to anyone. So we have runners from Harlow Running Club, we have runners from Bishop Stortford Running Club, and we have quite a few runners that don't belong to any running club. And we're completely neutral in that respect. It doesn't matter whether someone belongs to a running club or not. All they really need to be is someone who's interested in either learning how to run or learning how to run faster. Maybe learning how to run a bit more intelligently if they don't necessarily know that much about running, because obviously most people have learned to run by the time they're 2 and then just carry on running like that. And sometimes you can change relatively little things and see big improvements in people.